Hey guys, welcome to another video of Writing with William. Today we're going to be talking about how to make, or rather the quickest way and best way to make 5 figures from being a freelance writer. Now you can do this through any sort of form of freelancing. There's lots of different ones out there. However, this channel is called Writing with William, so it'd be silly to talk about anything else other than writing. So this is why I think you need to be on Upwork, and it's the quickest way, especially when you're starting from nothing, to get to 5 figures as a freelancer. I did it part-time. I got to over $10,000 of earnings. If you do it full-time, you can do it a hell of a lot quicker. So without further ado, let's get into it. Reason number 1, speed. Money loves speed. If you want to be a freelancer and you want to start making money, you can do it quickly. This is your biggest asset as a freelance writer. You can get stuck in straight away. Clients need jobs completed. They need them completed sometimes very quickly. Even if it's just to put their mind at ease so they have something that they know is being worked on. As a freelancer, you can be their salvation. You can give them what they need. Now, this is why Upwork's so great for this. It's updated in real time, and there are literally thousands and thousands of jobs on the platform which you can look at as a freelancer and apply for, or they can come and find you. If you want to make money and you want to get started quickly, but you don't know where to find clients and you don't know how to actually make that money, Upwork makes it very easy. You can go onto the platform, sign up, and instantly you have access to thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, all updated minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. And the jobs are tailored to match you and your skill set, which is very, very important. So if you want to make money, if you want to do it quickly, the quickest way to get to 5 figures is by joining Upwork. Next, professionals need convenience. Now this is very much tied into the first point about speed. If you are a writer and you've earned any amount of money from your writing, I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's $20, I don't care if it's less than that or more than that. You are a professional writer, and as such you need convenience. Upwork has everything all in one place. This keeps things organized. When it comes to your earnings, it's all there. You know what your clients are currently paying you, whether it's a fixed fee, whether it's an hourly rate through a contract. You know what clients have paid you in the past, and you know which money is coming to you, and you know when it's coming to you. All your communications can be done through Upwork. So all the messages, you can message them whenever you want with questions, and they can message you whenever they want. And you can arrange calls. It can all be done through Upwork. It's by far, in my opinion, the most convenient place to get started. Now, if you want to mess around with analytics as well, you absolutely can do that. You can look at your weighted average of revenue per week. However, I recommend you keep things simple. If you want to be quick, you want to be speedy, you want everything in one place, especially when you're starting out and trying to figure out this whole freelancing thing, get onto Upwork and see how much you can make. It's by far the most convenient way to get to 5 figures, and it keeps you organized, it keeps you on track, it keeps you accountable and on your goals. Very, very important. Convenience. Get on Upwork. Next is a very important point. Your earnings need protecting. As a freelancer, you have flexibility, you have adaptability, you can work with whoever you want, whenever you want, but that comes with a risk and a downside, which is you don't know when you're getting paid half the time, and you don't even know sometimes if you are going to get paid for a job. This is by far the riskiest thing. You can put in, theoretically, for example, hours and hours and hours into a job, and you've no guarantee whether you're going to be paid. That's a problem for outside of Upwork, in my opinion, largely. If you work with a client who you meet not on a platform, perhaps through another channel, maybe they reach out to you on LinkedIn, or maybe they send you a random email, that's fine, you can work with that client, but you don't know them. You don't know their track record, you don't know where they're from, you don't know if they're going to pay you, you have no guarantees. Upwork protects your earnings and gives you the guarantee and the peace of mind you're going to get paid. They have something called an escrow account. Now, when you start a job on Upwork, that money, say for example it's $100 on a fixed fee kind of job, fixed fee basis, that $100 will go into the escrow account. And what that means is, once you successfully uphold your side of the bargain of completing the job to the specifications you agreed on with the client, that money will then get released to you, and it may take 7 about a week or so, 7 days, and that money will end up into your account, the bank account you've registered on Upwork with. Now, this also works the other way. Say a client wants to remove that money from escrow and take it back. They need your permission to do so. So once the money is in that escrow account, once the job starts, bearing in mind the job cannot start until the escrow account is actually materialized, then you know one way or another, as long as you're successful in the job and you do what you say you're going to do, you will get paid. Now, another thing which is really, really convenient as a freelancer, say for example, the client doesn't get back to you. Now, outside of Upwork, it's very real as a prospect that you might get ghosted by a client, do a load of work, never hear from them again. Well, on Upwork, once you start a job, the money goes into the escrow, like we discussed. If you don't hear from that client and you request the money, after 2 weeks or 14 days, that money is automatically released into your account. Now, that's happened to me on 1 or 2 occasions, simply because the client's based overseas, most likely, and you request the money, you don't hear from them. After 2 weeks, the money goes into your account anyway. So no dramas. You know you're getting paid. It's peace of mind. It's protecting your money. It's the reason you're freelancing in the first place, is to earn money. So if you want to get to $10,000 and you want to do work and you want to work hard, make sure your earnings are protected. Do it through Upwork. Finally, this is for me actually quite an important reason. Upwork is a lot of fun. I've worked with clients all over the world, internationally, and I've done that through Upwork. Now, I'm based in sunny England, I'm based in London, and sure, I could work with clients in the UK, and I have done through Upwork, but Upwork gives you access to clients in the US, in Singapore, in the Middle East, all over the world. And to be honest with you, most of my income has come from those overseas clients, and they're a lot of fun to work with. You are dealing with a completely different culture, a completely different type of working culture, language barriers on occasion, and completely different type of work, which you probably wouldn't actually get in the UK. I mean, recently I had a client in the Middle East and I did a load of work for them. They work you hard in the Middle East, don't get me wrong, but they're always very grateful, they pay well, and it's a good working relationship. That's all you want as a freelancer. You want a good working relationship with your clients where you do good work, you get paid, and you get good feedback. That's all you really want. Upwork gives you that access to those clients, and it's so much fun. You start working with clients, especially when you start working with clients abroad and having those client calls, you're going to realize that this is actually a lot of fun, and it keeps things interesting. One day you could be working with a client in Singapore, like I have done, and the next day you're working with a client in the Middle East, and then you're speaking to a client in the States, in the United States. It's a lot of fun. It's all possible on Upwork. So there we go, guys. That's it. These are the reasons why I think if you're gonna get to 5 figures as a freelance writer, the best way to do it is on Upwork. Now, if you're, say, for example, an experienced writer and you've worked maybe a job at a large firm as a writer, those jobs do exist, then maybe you don't need Upwork. Maybe you see it as amateurish, you think it's a foolish thing to join Upwork and who are you even going to end up working with? Fair enough. But if, like me, you were doing it from a completely standing start, you're someone who enjoyed writing, you wanted to make money from it, Upwork is the place to be. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some bad clients on Upwork. It is not a foolproof platform. However, in my next video, I'm going to talk to you about the red flags, which are, in hindsight, pretty obvious, about clients you really should avoid at all costs. That's coming in the next video. But by and large, I've had some pretty great experiences on Upwork. It's enabled me to get to a 5-figure income part-time. If you do it full-time, you could do it much quicker, but I did it part-time. I'm going to carry on doing it part-time and see where it takes us, and I'm going to do it on Upwork. Ciao, guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.